Just after that first drive where you guys kind of let them score, I guess what kind of changed for y'all? Was it a mentality or was it just defense is really buckling down?
Just great adjustments. I thought they had a great plan all week and had great practices, and these guys were flying around. They built a lot of confidence throughout the year. I thought last week against TCU they kept us in it and had another great performance tonight.
I guess for him, especially after last week, how rewarding was it for him to throw that touchdown that really put you ahead?
Yeah, that was incredible. His attitude, the way he handled everything all week, that was the toughest conversation I've had in coaching. Talking to him, we felt like we needed some quarterback run game, some mobility to change some things up, and I thought McClain handled himself well, but Nick was feeling it. He came up to me and said, "You're about to run out of time," and so we put him in, and it was as clutch a performance I've ever seen. I mean, he was locked in on the sideline. He had no fear, and he cut it loose and won us the game, so couldn't be prouder for him.
I guess for you, I know you mentioned you had a tough conversation this week. I guess how tough was that when you come to it, you're running out of time? Did you have that much confidence in him, or did you?
Yeah, we had talked about it. We felt like they were doing some things differently on defense than we anticipated, and he would probably see it a little clearer than McClain was. They had changed up their scheme a bit and were bringing pressures and different things, and thought that he could get in there and get us in the right play and get the ball to the right guys, and he did a great job of that.
What did you think of McClain tonight?
I thought he handled himself well. He practiced well. He took control, took charge of it, had a couple of turnovers we'd like to have back, but I was proud of his attitude, and hopefully this inspires him to work hard, and he'll want to be back out there and get a taste of that, because there's nothing like being out there in front of that many people and leading a team.
Coach, I've asked you a couple times mentally how you feel after the struggles going through conference. What are you feeling right now with this one?
Excitement for those guys. I mean, they through all the noise, all the bad bounces, all the missed kicks, all the stuff, they kept fighting. They kept showing up on Sundays with a great attitude and believing in each other and getting better. And so just to have them have their moment, it's the first time I think ever in history that those seniors have beaten Texas here, 2 times in a row. So that's huge to get bowl eligible as well, and I'm just really proud for them.
I have to ask, lucky suit,
Possibly. And they just wear the black every time.
Cliff, there was a coach today who was told as he's walking off the field that he was fired. It's tough business. Did any of that enter your mind this week or tonight or at all?
I think at times it slips in just because you think about missing your players, and that's the hardest part, is just thinking about not being around those guys. But you try to compartmentalize it and just focus on what you got to do and focus on what you can control, and that's getting your team ready to play and making sure they're excited and fresh and ready to go.
Well, as far as your job situation goes, do you think it's in your control now after you beat Texas?
I'm not sure. That's obviously not a decision for me to make. I want to be here. I love Texas Tech, always have, always will. So we'll just leave it at that.
I guess in terms of defense, what did y'all do differently in that second half where you only held them to 3 points? Because, certainly you guys are a little bit more physical and up front.
Yeah, I think they just decided, hey, we're not going to lose this game. There were some great conversations listening to those guys at halftime, challenging each other, both sides of the football. And they came out and played hard and made some great plays on the football. Those turnovers were huge. And I think every game this year we won the turnover battle, we won the game. And so that's a key to our success.
In terms of Justice, I guess, how have you seen him develop and just kind of be that really playmaker that y'all probably saw a little bit earlier than most?
Yeah, that's huge. He always talks about when the lights come on is when he's at his best, and we'll get mad at him in practice sometimes because you don't see it all the time, but he has a nose for that football, and his story is incredible, how hard he's worked and where he came from to get where he's at. So it's just awesome to see.
I know you have a bowl game first, but how do you feel you're set up for next year?
I think 19 of those guys that started are underclassmen, 10 out of the 11 on defense, and so I like where we're at, obviously, to see how they fought all year. I think in the last 5 years after that win, we had the exact same record over that span as this university does. So it's a tough league to break through the top tier. Those guys have been doing it a long time, and that's what we've been chopping at. And we're more competitive this season than we've been. We're in every game. We just got to get over the hump.
Would you say Texas is probably the most talented defense you've played this year? I know y'all offered a ton of those guys.
They're really good. They got a bunch of great players. Chris Boyd is as good a corner as you're going to find. We loved him in high school, and obviously he chose to came here, but he made some plays on the football tonight that were big time. And a lot of those guys, Hager's a stud. He plays relentlessly, and they have a very, very talented defense. But we've seen some other ones that were good, but I think they're up there.
You know you're the first Tech coach in history to win 2 straight games
Yeah, I heard that. You know, that's big. We hadn't done it in a long time, and then we did it back-to-back, and I wasn't able to do it ever as a player. And you know, I've told those guys what it means to our fan base and our community to get this done, and just excited for those guys.
Coach, with the job status questions and then with McLean coming off the bench to bring you guys back, where does this one rate as far as wins in your career and your history?
Yeah, I think more than anything, I just have a great appreciation for those seniors. I wanted to be around them one more month. It's a group that signed on with our staff, a lot of them with blind faith that they didn't know what they were getting into, but they decided to come with a new coach to Texas Tech, and they've meant a lot to us. So to have them win it in this way and get bowl eligible means a lot.
So were you going to change quarterbacks before Nick said something to you?
Yeah, we'd had the discussion. I just felt like with the different looks, it was moving a little fast for McLean after the first half, and we weren't necessarily getting the ball where we needed to get it. And so as soon as he said that, though, I was like, all right, let's go. It kind of sealed the deal.
2 straight running plays, or is that kind of a trick too?
Yeah. We tried to fool him a little bit and then just let him go.
By any chance you have an update on Justin? I know he went to the locker room.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He was back on the sideline celebrating after, so I'm assuming he's okay.
Anything else?
So the 52-yard pass to Kiki, that was 52, a post route?
Yeah. We just liked the matchup. We'd seen him trying to get him to run by. The safeties were kind of squatting a little bit, and then we underthrew the ball a bit, but he made a heck of a play, and he's been awesome for us this year. I mean, he's as competitive as you'll see. We knew he was going to have a big night, and he did a great job.
Was Batson the first read on the touchdown?
I wanted him to throw it down the middle, so that was pretty lucky, pretty fortunate there. But Nick saw something and took the corner out. But we had called it to hit Kiki down the middle. I think he was open, but Nick was hot and feeling it and made a good throw.
Kind of based on the result, do you feel like this is one of your, 4-quarter efforts that you've been looking for, just in terms of the special teams and kind of everything that kind of came?
Yeah, I just thought, the way we fought and, we made 2 kicks, which was huge. I thought Dom punted the ball really well. We got a turnover on one of the punts, and all 3 phases did what they had to do, and we hadn't done that all year, put it all together, and needed every bit of it against this team.
Coach, where does this win rank for you?
They're all big. I mean, it's hard to win in college football. We have 8 bowl-eligible teams now in the Big 12, and so, like I said, I'm really just excited for the seniors to leave a legacy like that, be a group that, only group in school history to beat this team down here twice in their careers.